Good morning and welcome to the Daily Word. We are continuing in our focus on the leper and Jesus in the city. But one thing I want us to focus on is not just the presence of the city. It is not just the geolocation of the city. But my emphasis for this morning is the presence of Jesus in the city. When you look at the book of John chapter 1 and verse 1, the Bible tells us, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, and the same was with God from the beginning. But when you look at John chapter 1 and verse 14, the famous passage which says, "And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth." The essence of the gospel is not just mere words that fulfill a religious rite or a religious activity, but the essence of the gospel is the incarnation of grace. Our preaching is meaningless if we cannot incarnate and transmit the merits of God's salvation. And so we find the practicality of the declaration in Matthew chapter 1. "And you shall call his name Emmanuel," which means God with us. Jesus is the embodiment of the will of the Father. Jesus is the embodiment of the Word of God. He is the living Word of God. And it is in the incarnation of Christ that we find that lepers can find hope in the city. As long as our churches and our cities do not have Jesus present in them, then we become relics of religiosity and not impactful to the people who need Christ. This is the Daily Word, and may God bless you.